It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he only played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll get this out wide to Singletary. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On the return, Dortch. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And now that he's back at full health, they're expecting Kyler to get back to being the superstar playmaker that they drafted. Make no mistake about it, when he's fully healthy, there aren't many quarterbacks who are as dynamic as he is. And if he's able to stay on the field, this team has a real chance to make some noise.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And it's easy to see why he was a top-ranked receiver coming out of the draft. Better than 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns in each of the last 2 seasons at Ohio State. No one does it better than him, and he gives Kyler Murray a chance to be special.
Here's Murray. That is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Murray again. Goes right back to McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. From the gun, Murray. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Cardinals will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And New York set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, 72 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Swim.
Murray going to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Murray. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Throwing now is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now out come the Giants. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Fighting his way through contact. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
A final shot before half for Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He's to the 15, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum there.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third down and 1. Shotgun now for Murray. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. They only needed one, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Omaha.
Murray to air it out again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to McBride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Connor running right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Jones has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That pass completed to Dortch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Giants' 26-yard line.
Murray now. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Cardinal field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense getting the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They start the drive with Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Murray now to throw. Got his man. It's Dortch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Murray keeps it himself. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got McBride.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Able to find Jones.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark
Still
off the
first down.
5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Back to throw. Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Murray to throw.
44-yard line.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Murray. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Murray.
That ball caught by Harrison. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
And see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So now Jones and the Giants down 31-28. 25 seconds remaining. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Jones.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Here we go.
To throw is Jones.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Jones.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Jones.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
To kick off for Arizona.
So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Throwing now is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get them.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's a win here for the Cardinals. And the guy who led the way was the man behind center, Charles. That's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders. So let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one and executed the game plan to perfection.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots and have a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
I always like to say, Mike, receivers in the NFL, they're not paid to make the easy ones. They're paid to make the hard ones, and that certainly is in that category, and he's able to move the chains because of it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense. They want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one was a...
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of.
And he'll take it on in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bills and the face of the franchise. 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
That's to the rookie from Florida State, Keon Coleman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3. That he was able to get the ball to the right target on time, and I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success, and that's what we saw here.
Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll motion over Samuel. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Throwing again. It's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Allen going to throw again. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal. He'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Second and goal. They'll run with Cook. He slams it in there, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. Hill brought in motion. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. A shotgun snap to Tua. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. From the gun, here's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. To the air again, Tungo Valor. That's taken in left side by Smith.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run the toss to Mostert. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Set to go now on first and 10. To the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. To throw is Tua. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. Again, it's Tua. That one taken in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. His second touchdown of this first half. Now Sanders on for the extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Shakir. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That one a bit high, but it's complete. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
To throw again, it's Allen. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Allen to the air. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. One more time going up top with Allen. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's going to be hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's 2 and out on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Miami.
Ready. Come on, high. Step. Out.
Now it's Tua. That's to the sideline where he finds Hill. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. And instead, why don't we get right back to it? As we'll get right...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Next on Madden NFL 25.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got to...
The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from Foxborough. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft. After a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's May to the air. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That finds Gibson, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's go now. Check go.
Trying again following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is May. Throw reeled in by Stevenson. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, stop it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Play action on first down. That throw finds Coughlin. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Rodgers set to pass. Has his man, it's Corley. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Take 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block him.
To throw is Rodgers. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up second down. Hall running between the tackles. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. Rodgers to throw. Catch made. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets finish off their opening drive. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
This is one of those times, Kate, where special teams have a chance to be special. right? The opponent goes down and scores a touchdown, and you just know you've got to respond and quell some of the momentum in the building. A return like that, well, it's off to a great start.
They'll run here on first down. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 24. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Now Rodgers. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the gun on third down. Tries to lob that one up, but it's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, he had to put some air under that one to try to drop it in, but that worked to the defense's favors. They get there and pick it off.
It is such a fine line in this league when you put air and touch on the ball. It is why these QBs around the league do the drill, whether it's on Fridays, the day before a game, Saturday, walk through. They always drop the ball in the bucket, right? They bring the garbage cans out and they want to drop the ball in the bucket to just gain that touch. But it also gives those defenders with that air a chance to make a play on the ball as they just did.
Second and 13. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. May looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
May. He's got time here. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 45-yard line.
Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Here we go, sack.
To throw, here's May. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So from a mile away, way. They'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they are unable to double their lead.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 46. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it, room to run. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's going to look to throw on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's May. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. May now. That finds Gibson complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they are unable to double their lead. We've arrived at halftime with the Patriots in front after 2 here in Foxborough. Okay, I guess none of you were in band or color guard in halftime. That's fine. We can skip over the halftime performances, though I was looking forward to that. The second half. Let's get it underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Bronx. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll go right side with Hall. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. To throw, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Rodgers will look to throw. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Zerline on now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots running their offense out there. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Let's go now.
Made a throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Nearly an interception on that play. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's May to the air. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. But defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
2nd and 10 now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 3rd and long. A lot of speed on it, too tough to handle, incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that makes it 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Taken in at the 15. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. Throwing from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a New England 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Bails out of the pocket quick. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Patriots take a 3rd-quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Coming right is Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 37. Into the hands of Conklin. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. To throw is Rodgers. Quick hitter complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Rodgers set to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Hall takes it straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
It's tipped away. It's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, and an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. I go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He finds the open man there, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's good for a Patriots.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set. Go.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down. May looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
May. It's complete to Stevenson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Running him by Juju. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. They did it! He made the interception! Chuck Clark has it! There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a gain of 4. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now Rodgers. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now from the gun. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play. Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes could turn. Second and short run, feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
That's caught for the first. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got first and 10. To throw. Got him in over the middle, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now to throw. Got a man open, complete. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a first down. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10.
Inside.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up second and 5. Throwing now. The throw is caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Here he is to throw. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets, barring a miracle, will win this game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Patriots and wide receiver Kendrick Bourne set to take over now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 21-yard line.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a road win for the Jets. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. And it comes your way next.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand setting, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd, they're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Devontae Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There aren't many quarterbacks in this league who come under the microscope as often as this guy does. I mean, he isn't perfect by any means, but you can certainly do a lot worse than having him lined up as your guy leading your offense. He has the athleticism to bail himself out of bad situations, but also the arm talent to make every throw on the field. So as long as he protects the ball, that's been the biggest thing in his career. If he can do that, man, he's as good as they come in this league.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
A shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. Again, Prescott to the air. That's to Ferguson once again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Kill!
Now, man, back for his 2nd go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. They'll stick with Elliott. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down. Now Prescott. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's right. They get 21 on that one. First down, Cowboys. Dak to throw. That's hauled in at the 2.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run. Here's Elliott.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. It is dropped in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie. One overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. it was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's got some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the gun, it's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Panthers.
Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked up by their rookie corner.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft. But I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a design run. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Dak to throw. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Third and long.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Prescott now. Now a screen set up for Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
A gain of 9. It's fourth down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense at halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Down.
Throwing is Young.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. That one complete to Leggett. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike.
Ready?
How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Ready.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's taken in right side by Leggett. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
Young. They go right back to Leggett. He's got it again.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down is Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Come on, set.
A second down throw for Young. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. The Panthers will take their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Okay, right.
3rd and long.
Set. Cut, cut.
Here's Young. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over just before the half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
There we go, kill.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
Here we go. Wait, check. 26.
Second down, Prescott. Pass brought in by Ferguson. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw again. Dak. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 51-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Young. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Raheem Blackshear on the return. Oh, yeah. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Down.
Now the first running back taken in the draft in April. It's Jonathan Brooks. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Now Young. That's over the middle and caught by Leggett. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen.
Ready.
Young to throw on 1st down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Here we go.
Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll take this down to the 23. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 43 rail. Opposite. Green. Ready?
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
On the set. Set. Ready.
They send the receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Tremble comes in motion.
Set.
On 2nd down, Young. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Set. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, Young got his man at the 6. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
Shot, 17. Set.
They'll run with Hubbard. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
That is caught. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the... Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown, Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Panthers are on top. It's 14-10. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throw on the move is caught to the 20. And he will go all the way. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through. Cowboys move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Tremble comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. The Cowboys have it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's caught by Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 3rd and 7.
Yeah! There we go!
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And he has missed this one. No good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That one complete to Leggett. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
On the ready.
This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown to try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
Here we go. Set. Watcher. 6. Set.
Throwing is Young. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's Young to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And the defense quick to surround him there as he'll manage to get up only to about the 7.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Yeah. What is it?
Again, here's Zeke. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And Parker, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 63 yards. And the Bengals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you're standing on the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 60 yards.
And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm wondering. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw for Joe Burrow.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. Pushes past him. Shreds into the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
Taking it about the 16.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. There's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert now.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
If there's ever anyone born to be an efficient slot receiver, it's Ladd McConkey. Gets in and out of breaks so well and creates excellent separation, and then after the catch, knows how to turn upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Herbert.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins,
54 yards.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
To the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we have reached halftime with due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
The Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the right side, this is Edwards. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. And they run with Edwards off the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Throw left side complete to Chase. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Bengals 30-yard line.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Davis now to return it. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go with Edwards left side, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Herbert back to the air.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive, because they're in full ball control mode now. So if we keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Moss.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. An inside give, Brown.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. They'll give this to Moss running right.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That's a wide out. When you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you.
But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Herbert. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons, and it's all up next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on, well, another team from the NFC. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
McCarthy gets set to throw it.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 2.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On play action, McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one is right through.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024. The veteran Kirk Cousins.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Rondale Moore.
66 yards.
And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
To the air with McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about...
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2.
Throwing is Cousins.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Cousins.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Throwing, Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell in. And it's a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw. McCarthy.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And now they are in prime position, first and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Touchdown! Rondale Moore, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Coup for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. McCarthy operating from the gun. Slant route, and he's got Addison. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach. Both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw with Penix. And he will be hit from behind to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
So nothing doing there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Taken down at the 30.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And complete to Drake London.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Moore, the motion man right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Now Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And running with power here.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Back to Robinson now on first down.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, But this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, You've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.